Just pressing those hips back over the heels. Arms maybe extending, wiggling the fingers out a little further. Pressing that forehead into the ground, connecting the third eye. Take another 3 nice deep breaths in our child's pose. One more nice deep breath in and out. And slowly walking ourselves back up into that tabletop position. Swaying those hips side to side. This time that right leg's gonna extend out long, parallel to the ground. The toes can be pointed down towards the ground. Left arm's coming out in front. Taking a nice deep breath in on our exhale, drawing that elbow to the knee underneath of the belly. Tucking around the spine. Inhale, reach out, find that length. Exhale, tucking around. Inhale, reaching out, finding length. Exhale, tucking around one last time. Really draw that elbow and knee into the belly. Inhale, reaching out, finding length. And exhaling, returning that hand and knee back down on the mat, maybe shaking the hips side to side. And then extending that left leg out, toes pointed down towards the ground. Right arm is coming out in front this time. Nice deep breath in and out. On that exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, finding length. Exhale to tuck and round. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, tuck and round one last time. Draw that elbow and knee up into the belly. And inhale, find some length. Returning that hand and knee back down on the mat, shaking them side to side. I saw my socks on, so I'm going to take them off real quick. But we're going to tuck those toes under and prepare for our downward dog. So tucking those toes, taking the fingertips really wide, pushing the earth away, roll the hips up towards the sky. You can pedal out the feet here, bending one knee and then the other. And just finding our alignment first. So remembering the hands can go really wide here, really pushing the earth away, sending the heart back. And then a little bend in the knees here. Roll those hips up towards the sky, find that length in the spine. On our inhale, looking forward in between the hands. Exhale, slow walk to the top of your mat. Meeting in ragdoll, we grab opposite elbows, folding down. Maybe offering a sway side to side. Just finding that movement. Breathing into this forward fold. Releasing those hands down towards the ground. On an inhale, lifting halfway, finding that flat back. Exhaling, folding back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down, planting those hands down. You step that left foot all the way back. Right foot stays up front. Hands can come back to frame that foot. Trying your best to draw that right knee over that right ankle. We're going to drop the left knee down, untuck the left toes. Inhale, arms overhead, coming into our low lunge. Allowing the shoulders to relax away from the ears. Nice deep breath in and out. On our next exhale, dropping those elbows 90 degrees, cactus arms. Open the heart. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, hands come down to frame that foot, shifting those hips back, straightening through that right leg. The hands can walk back with you. Half splits. You kind of inhale to halfway lift here and exhale, fold over that right thigh. Feel that nice deep hamstring stretch. Breathing here. On your next inhale, slowly walking back up into that lunge stance. We're gonna tuck the left toes, lift that left knee, keep that left hand grounded. Right arm's coming up to the sky into a twist. Trying to stack that right shoulder over the left, looking up at that right hand. Breathing here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, windmills that hand down to frame that foot. And then stepping that left foot up to meet the right back in that forward fold. Swaying side to side. Coming back to center, inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhaling, halfway lift one last time. Exhale, planting those hands down. This time, step that right foot all the way back. Wiggle it out long. Trying to get that left knee stacked over that left ankle. And then dropping that right knee down, untucking those toes. Inhale, arms up overhead. Find that low lunge. Again, allowing those shoulders to, rather than pinch up towards the ears, kind of allow them to relax down the back. Notice if you're really leaning forward or if the torso is drawn over the hips. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, the elbows drop 90 degrees, cactus arms. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down, framing that left foot, shifting those hips back as you straighten through that left leg. Hands can walk back with you. Half splits. We'll be inhaling, halfway lift, and exhaling, folding over that thigh. Notice if the hamstrings are super tight, they might be shaking like mine are. Just breathing into the pose. Slowly inhaling back into that low lunge. The hands will frame that foot. Right hand stays grounded. We tuck the right toes, lift that right knee. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, finding a twist. Drawing that left shoulder to try to stack it over the right. Gaze up at that left hand. Energy shooting through that right leg to avoid this bend. Nice and strong. Nice deep breath in and out. On your next exhale, windmilling that left hand down. We'll step that right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down, we plant those hands down, step one foot back and then the other, meeting in a plank pose. Trying to bring those hips so they're nice and lifted, pushing the earth away, shoulders stacked over the wrists. Holding here, engaging that core. Option always to drop down to the knees. Or holding for 3, 2, and 1. Sending those hips directly to the sky, find that downward dog. Maybe bend into those knees, roll the hips up towards the sky. If the shoulders feel really tight, you can even walk the hands wider on the mat. Wherever you are in your downward dog, we're going to bring the feet in slightly, just a few walks, maybe really bending into the knees to do so, and then taking the feet a couple steps wide. So maybe the feet are on the edges of the mat, trying to find this little wide-legged downward dog. Readjust and find that alignment. Push the heart back, let the head shake between the biceps. When you're ready, we're going to reach that right hand over towards that left leg. Maybe it's just in the thigh, or maybe you can slide it all the way down towards that left ankle, looking under the left armpit, coming into a twist in our downward dog. Still grounding both the balls of the feet, pushing them down, pushing the other way with this left hand. Breathing through the twist. Inhaling, coming back into that downward dog. Ground that right hand back down. And then immediately sweeping that left hand over towards that right leg. Maybe it slides down towards the right ankle. Looking under that right arm, coming into that twist on the other side. Breathing here. Slowly coming out of that, left hand comes back down. Walking those feet out long and shifting the weight forward back into that plank pose. Taking a nice deep breath in. On our exhale, dropping those knees down to the ground. Send those hips back over the heels. Extend the arms long, forehead to the mat. Finding that child's pose. Taking just another deep breath in and out here. Slowly walking yourself up into that tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes under. If the knees are wide, you can bring the knees back to hip distance. We're going to sit back onto the heels for a toe stretch. If this is super intense on the backs of the feet, you can come out of it at any time. Sometimes the feet can be really achy and sore. They can cramp up. So just finding this little foot stretch and taking circles with the wrists. We're just in that downward dog one-handed. So give the wrists some love. Circle them out for a moment here. Come back to that breath. Just circling the wrists the other direction. And bringing those hands back down to the ground, untucking those toes, patting the feet on the mat. Shake out those toes. Now we're going to take the hands a few inches forward, tucking those toes back under, sending the hips all the way to the sky. Find your downward dog again. Deep breath in and out. Bringing those big toes closer together, maybe even slightly touching. Grounded through the hands. On our inhale, we're going to lift that right leg up to the sky, finding our three-legged dog. Breathing here. Bending that right knee, we're going to draw that right knee all the way up in between those hands, stepping that foot down, wiggling out that stance if you need to. You can always use the hands to help pick that foot up. Hands are framing that right foot, and we drop the left knee, untuck those left toes again, and inhale back up into that low lunge. Finding that alignment, allowing the shoulders to relax away from ears, torso over the hips, and then the hips pressing forward. Nice deep breath in and out here. Another deep breath in. On our exhale, right hand's coming behind, left arm out in front for a twist. Inhaling, sweeping up. Exhaling for counter twist, left hand behind, right arm in front. Inhaling, sweeping up to center. Exhaling, right hand behind, left in front. So just going through these twists. Inhaling up to center. Exhaling to twist. Inhaling up to center. And take each side one more time. Meeting with those arms, sweep up overhead. And on the exhale, them coming down to frame that right foot. We're shifting those hips back again. Straightening through that right leg. Hands come back to frame it. Right toes pulling back towards the base. Half splits. Breathing here again. On our inhale, rocking forward into that lunge stance. On our exhale, sinking those hips back again. So we're rocking back and forth. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, half splits. Inhaling forward. Exhaling last time, half splits. Hold here, take a nice deep breath in and out. Inhaling, rocking forward back into that lunge stance, planting those hands down. We tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Inhale, right arm back up to the sky in that twist. Breathing here. See if you come into this a little different than the first time. On your exhale, that hand comes down to frame that foot. Step that left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down, we plant those hands down. Step one foot back and then the other. Find that plank pose. Hold there. Option to drop the knees. Or we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send those hips to the sky. Find that downward dog. Fingertips wide. Roll the hips up towards the sky. Let that head hang heavy. Shake it out between the biceps. Maybe bringing those big toes kind of closer together to touch. Grounded through the hands and the feet. When you're ready, inhale, left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Holding there, find that breath. Inhale that leg a little bit higher. Bending at that left knee, drawing that left knee all the way up towards the nose, and then stepping that left foot up in between the hands. Maybe use that hand to help get there. Hands are framing that foot. We drop the right knee, untuck those right toes, and inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Find our low lunge. Breathing here. Nice. Nice deep breath in and out. Another inhale. On our exhale, left hand comes behind, right arm out in front for a twist. Inhale, sweeping up to center. Exhaling, right hand behind, left in front. Inhale, sweeping up to center. Continuing like that. Left hand behind, right in front. Inhaling up. Exhaling, right behind. And then just going through this one more side each time. We'll meet with those arms sweeping back up overhead. On the exhale, hands come down, framing that foot, shifting the hips back, straightening through that left leg. Left toes to the sky, half splits. Pausing here. Inhaling, we rock forward back into that lunge stance. Exhale, sinking those hips back. So we're rocking back and forth here. Exhaling those hips back over the heel. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Last time here. Deep breath in and out. And then inhale, rocking forward back into that lunge stance. Grounding through both those hands. We tuck the right toes, lift that right knee, right hand stays grounded. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Breathing into our twist. On your exhale, that left hand will come down to frame that foot. Step that right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Grabbing opposite elbows, hanging in ragdoll. Breathing here. Taking just another deep breath in and out. Releasing those hands down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift last time. On your exhale, folding down, we plant those hands down, step one foot back and then the other. Meet me in that plank pose. Readjust your alignment if you need to. Breathing here. For 3, 2, and this time dropping those knees down, sending the hips back over the heels, forehead back down to the mat, child's pose. Just breathing into a child's pose. We'll meet back there. Reconnecting with the breath. Taking about 3 more deep breaths here. Feeling those lungs expanding into the rib cages like gills of a fish. Exhaling that breath out. Slowly walking back up into that tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes, send those hips right back up to the sky. Find that downward dog again. Take a couple breaths here. Bringing those big toes to touch. Grounded through those hands. On our inhale, we're going to lift that right leg up to the sky. Find that 3-legged dog again. And maybe lift it a little bit higher. Bending at that knee, we're going to draw that knee all the way up in between the hands, stepping that foot down, dropping that left knee, untucking those left toes. We'll inhale, arms back up overhead for a low lunge. Nice deep breath in and out. Taking a deep breath in. On our exhale, elbows drop, find those cactus arms. Inhale, reaching to the sky. Exhale for that twist, right hand behind. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, left hand behind. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down, framing that foot, shift those hips back, right leg straightens, half splits. Inhale, rocking forward, grounding that left hand down, left toes tuck, left knee lifts. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. This time, windmilling that hand down on the inside of that right foot. We're going to turn the toes to face the same direction, walking the hands to center, coming into that wide-legged fold position. Toes can turn in, heels out to help ground the feet. Hands can come to the legs, maybe walking down to the outside of the ankles, or they can be just down towards the ground. Taking a few breaths in our wide-legged fold here. Letting the hands come down to center. We'll inhale for a little halfway lift here. Exhale, folding down. Inhale for another little halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walking those hands and turning the toes to come back to the front of your mat. Hands will frame that right foot. We're going to step that left foot up to meet the right. Find that forward fold at the top of your mat. Nice deep breath in and out there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. We plant those hands down, step one foot back and then the other. Meeting in that plank pose. Option to hold there or drop the knees. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sending those hips to the sky, downward dog. Breathe there. Find that alignment. Grounded through the hands and the feet on our inhale. Left leg's lifting up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Lifting it a little higher. Deep breath in and out. Bending at that knee. Inhale that knee all the way up towards the nose. Step that foot up in between the hands. Dropping the right knee and tucking those right toes. Inhale, arms overhead, little lunge. Deep breath in and out. Another inhale. Exhale, elbows drop, cactus arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, left hand behind. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, right hand behind, twist. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands come down, framing that foot, shift the hips back, straighten that left leg. Half splits. Breathe here. Inhale, rocking forward back into that lunge stance. Ground that right hand, right toes tucked, right knee lifts. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, twist. Deep breath here. On our exhale, left hand's coming down on the inside of that left foot. I'm going to be facing away from you. We're going to walk the hands to the center of the mat, turn those toes to face the same direction. Feet through between those legs. Pull the head down. Find that wide-legged fold. Breathing here. Inhaling for that little halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down as you walk the hands and toes to face back up to the front. Step that right foot up to meet the left. Grabbing opposite elbows and hanging in ragdoll. Find a little sway side to side. Just breathe here. Letting those hands fall down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Plant those hands down. Step that left foot all the way back. Drop that left knee, untuck those toes. Inhale, arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale for cactus arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, right hand behind. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, open twist, left hand behind. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands down, shift those hips back, half splits, right leg straightens. Breathing here. Inhale, rocking forward. Right hand comes on the inside of that right foot. This time, wiggling that right foot to the outer edge for that low lizard lunge. That right knee can fall open. Maybe that foot comes onto the pinky side edge. Right hand can kind of push that knee open. Or right hand can even come up to the sky for a twist. Just even playing around with which variation of this lizard lunge we like. Get a bit of a hip opening here. Breathe into that space. Grounding that foot down, we wiggle that right foot back to center. Grounding through those left toes, lift that left knee, left hand stays grounded. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Find that lifted twist. Breathe here. Exhale, hand comes down to frame that foot. Left foot steps up, meeting the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Last time, inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold down, plant those hands, step that right foot all the way back, wiggle it long, drop that right knee, untuck those toes. Inhale, arms overhead, low lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, left hand behind for that twist. Inhale, sweeping arms overhead. Exhale, right hand behind. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands come down, frame that foot. Shift the hips back, left leg straightens, half splits. Deep breath in and out here. Inhaling, rocking forward. Left hand comes on the inside of that left foot. Wiggle that left foot wide. Find that low lizard lunge here. Maybe that left foot falls onto the pinky side edge, opening up that knee more. Left hand can push it open, or even reach up for a twist. Just finding your variation of your low lizard. Breathing into that hip opening. Always noticing if one side feels different than the other. Maybe figuring out why. Turning that left hand down as you wiggle the left foot back to center. Grounding through that right hand, we tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, find that twist. Breathing here. Exhale, that left hand comes down, framing that foot. Right foot steps up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands down. Step one foot back, then the other. Find that plank pose. Hold here just for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward dog. Breathe here. On our inhale, right leg's lifting up to the sky. Reaching it maybe a little higher. Then bending that right knee. We're drawing that right knee up towards that right wrist, planting the shin down. Coming into our pigeon pose, we drop the left knee, untuck the left toes. Staying maybe lifted here. Keeping those hips nice and square to the ground. You can always place a pillow or a block underneath this hip back here on the right. You can stay lifted on the hands. If the hips feel really open, you can start to walk the body down, maybe coming onto forearms or reclining all the way. So we're in this pigeon pose here. And there's always that option to turn around. I know I've often taught this reclined on the back, which you can always take this in the reclined version. So just breathing into the pose. Notice how open the hips feel today. Notice how it feels to settle down and into a pose. Where do you feel this pose stretching? Where is the place of activation? Taking just a few more breaths here. If you're lowered down on the chest or forearms, starting to walk the hands back under the shoulder points. We're going to tuck the left toes in the back and lift that knee, pushing into the leg to send the right foot back in that downward dog. Taking a moment here to pedal out the feet, shake out those hips. Just taking a couple breaths here. When you're ready, grounding through that right foot and the hands, inhale that left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Reach it a little higher. And then bending that left knee and drawing it all the way up towards that left wrist, planting the shin down. That right knee will drop behind, the right toes will untap. Again, you can stay here nice and lifted. We don't want this hip dipping down, so trying to keep those hips square to the ground. Maybe the hands are here, or maybe you're able to walk down the forearms. Relax into the pose a little deeper. Find where this position is comfortable so that you can hold and find some release. Breathing here. Maybe even noticing if one side is ever different than the other. That's very common. I'm always noticing throughout postures that we hold, any feelings or emotions come up. Knowing that emotional and mental things are physically trapped within the body sometimes. Finding movement and stretching and holding and finding stillness helps us find release. Just taking a few more breaths here. And slowly, when you're ready, we'll push ourselves up. Bringing those hands under the shoulders. This time shifting the hips over onto that left side. We'll swing those legs out in front. Coming into that seated position, shaking those legs out, maybe readjusting the sit bones if you need to. And then inhaling those arms all the way overhead. On our exhale, hinging at those hips to fold forward, trying your best to keep that spine nice and straight. Maybe the knees bend to do so. Let the arms fall heavy and relax. And then the head and the neck relax. Maybe the hands are down at the ankles or the toes. You can even grab opposite elbows or wrists underneath of the knees, pulling yourself down into a little hug. Just seeing where you want to be. Which variation feels good for you? Breathing here. Sending the breath into the spine, the low back, the hips, the hamstrings. Taking a few more really deep breaths here. And slowly rolling out one vertebrae at a time. Those hands can come behind the hips, soles of the feet will come to the mat, and we'll just drop those knees left and right, tick-tocking them each way. And coming back up to center, we're going to bring the hands behind the thighs and slowly roll down to our backs. Meeting in a little ball, hugging really tightly. Releasing the shoulders and the head down if they're not already there. Soles of the feet can come down to the ground. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall out to the sides for our reclined bound ankle pose. For our Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands can be out by the sides, palms facing up, open to receive, or down to ground yourself. Or one to the chest and one to the belly, focusing on the rise and fall of the breath. Just finding the breath again here. Reflecting back on your intention, purpose of our practice. Bringing the hands to the outsides of the thighs. We'll draw the knees back up towards each other. And then hugging them into the chest, giving yourself a big squeeze. Reaching for the outsides of the ankles or feet. For happy baby, we draw the feet to the sky, knees into the armpits. Rocking side to side maybe, or playing with extending one leg and then the other. Just finding our happy baby pose, how it feels good to you. Slowly drawing the knees back into the chest, letting the feet go. Letting those arms come out to cactus arms or a T shape. We're going to drop the knees over towards the right, let the gaze come over towards that left hand. Just breathing into this gentle twist. Noticing the spine twisting through a little stillness. Taking just a couple more breaths here. those knees back up to center. Maybe hugging them into the chest for a moment. And sending those arms back out. The knees will fall over towards the left this time. Gaze coming over towards that right hand. Just noticing if the side's different than the other. Slowly drawing those knees back up to center, wrapping the arms around the shins, giving yourself another big hug or squeeze, maybe even tucking the chin into the chest and lifting the forehead up towards the knees, coming into the tightest little ball you can. And on your exhale, releasing everything down. The shoulders and head relax. The legs extend out long. Arms can come out by the sides. Palms facing up, open to receive, or facing down to ground yourself. Again, one can come to the chest and one to the belly. If you have any layers like socks or blankets that you want to throw over yourself, the body does cool down as we begin to slow down. Find some stillness. And just taking a nice deep breath in and out here. Just noticing the body beginning to relax. Maybe even scanning the body from head to toe. I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and out here. Noticing maybe the space between the eyebrows, the third eye chakra. Letting that relax and soften. Taking a breath in through the nose and noticing the sensation of that breath. Sighing it out of the mouth. Noticing the throat chakra there, our center for communication. And chest rising with each breath. The lungs filling with air at our heart space. Our heart chakra, center for love and acceptance. The belly filling with air. The solar plexus chakra, our center for self-esteem and power and strength. The sacral chakra below that, right below the navel space. Our center for sensuality. And then right by the tailbone, our root chakra. Energy force that grounds and connects us to Mother Earth and the universe. Keeps you balanced. Taking a deep breath in, feeling all the chakras surge with an energy of breath. Sighing that breath out. Allow for release. Just letting the breath rise and fall naturally. Notice your space for relaxation here. reconnecting with the breath. In turn, tuning into the body. Finding some stillness. Beginning to deepen the inhale and exhale again. Resurging the body with fresh oxygen. Maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes. Bringing some movement back to the body that way. Maybe shaking the head side to side or circling through the ankles, the wrists. Reaching those arms all the way overhead, finding a nice long body stretch. And then rolling over to that right or left side, pausing in a fetal position. Our symbol of rebirth and renewal. Our chance to restart. Opportunity that our yoga practice gives to us to come to our mats and to move and breathe and to just be. Press restart on the day. Taking a deep breath in and out here, thanking yourself for showing up to your practice. And pushing yourself up into a comfortable seat. We'll meet with the hands at heart center. Gaze can come down to the tops of the fingertips. And sending those hands just right overhead, we open the pointer, middle, and ring fingers, creating our lotus mudra or Padma mudra, our symbol of openness to the universe, willingness to accept its light, love, and happiness. Taking a deep breath in, absorbing all that energy, closing it between the hands and drawing them down past the third eye to your heart center. The light, love, and happiness in me sees, honors, and appreciates the light, love, and happiness in you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May you go in peace. Namaste.